1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Damn. I'm gonna go live immediately on Instagram. We back. Let's get into it early. For the people on Instagram, I am on YouTube live right now. Let's get it popping. Salute to the whole comment gang strong. Who's over here? Instablam, what up? Hovest 416, what up? Solar Yal, what up? Diamond Club _ Ontario, that's the sponsors right there. What up? Toronto Famous, what up? We're on YouTube live right now. Let's get it popping. Breaking news. Tory Lanez the sentencing has come in for Tory Lanez. And we're going to get to it. We got a few other things to talk about, obviously, but this is the biggest thing that's hitting the city, hitting the world right now. I'm going to make sure I give this a share. Second. Yeah. Pull up. We're on YouTube. Let's get it popping, man. Sorry about that, gang. Let me get off of Instagram here. For the people on Instagram, let's get it popping over here on YouTube. And for y'all on YouTube, let me know if my audio is coming in good. I'm going to do a quick couple shares here. The news has been breaking all over the place right now. I'm looking every time I open Twitter, aka X, aka Once Upon a Time Twitter. All I'm seeing is Tory Lanez sentenced to 10 years. Whew. I'm still listen, I knew he was going to get some time, but I'm still in shock. Like, I was there with my shorty. I was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't hit yet. You know what I mean? Like, and listen, this is just me, the person on the outside. So, you know, salute to Tory Lanez. He's definitely probably going through it. You know, his Pop Dukes was in attendance over there at the courthouse there in Los Angeles. He'll be detained in Los Angeles. I don't know if they're going to ship him out to some state penitentiary or something like that. But I'm just, I'm shocked, man. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. This took a while for this whole thing to come to pass. But we're going to get into it. I just jumped right into it, and I want to make sure to salute the whole comment gang. Let yourself be seen. Let yourself be heard. We out here, Shade in the Six. What up? Who else is out here? Make sure to hit that like button also as y'all are popping into this live. You know what I'm saying? Just crazy news. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing some shares right now in the background. I just shared it on Twitter. I just shared it on Facebook. I'm going to go over to the Reddit and say what up to the Reddit warriors and let them know I'll go on also. It's especially for us over here in the Toronto hip hop scene. This is huge news. Okay, for anybody who's just popping in right now, the news has dropped. The sentencing is in. Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years. It's not a happy time for not only his family and himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has a child. I think he might have more than one child, right? But the whole hip hop scene over here in Toronto, I would say for sure, because I know in the States they're kind of been on his head top. We're not happy with this. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, protect all women. Okay. I'm gonna give a salute to Meg Thee Stallion, because I'm not gonna dismiss the fact that she was hurt in this incident. I'm not gonna say that, you know, she didn't have any fragments in her foot or anything like that, but dang. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments as we come into this live here. I'll put up a survey immediately. He was facing 22 years for 3 different convictions. And with that being said, did the judge was the judge heavy? Let me word it like this. Was the judge, and I'll put the judge in all caps, too hard, pause, on the boy Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez? Okay, question mark. All right. Some people were estimating, and we've talked about this in length, or at length on the live, on the podcast, like about how much time that we think that he might get, and all these different things that we have discussions about, and they have think pieces about on YouTube and all types of stuff. But the verdict is in. 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments. Comment gang strong. Okay. Are you like, yeah, hold that, keep him? Is it a free him thing? You know what I'm saying? Now that we have the conviction, was the judge wrong? Like, this is a huge deal. I'll reemphasize. I understand the Americans are like, keep him, throw away the keys, deport him to Canada. Who cares? But for us over here, we're like, damn. Even the people who are like, yo, listen, even if he's guilty, nah, man, free him. Right? There's a bunch of people who are just like, listen, we need to have another flag on the other side of the border. You know what I'm saying? We got Drake. You know what I'm saying? Drake's been running it for the last 13 years. But Tory was going to be the guy who at least continues to hold it down. You know what I mean? Until there's some new blood. He's like, what, 28 years old? Jesus Christ. Let's see if we can find some stuff on this. Oh, Tory. I posted it on my Instagram page too. I feel like people might have thought that I might have been dissing with the choice of song. That was totally by fluke. It wasn't even intentional. It was just like I don't know. I guess I'm just good at this content-ish. You know what I'm saying? It was totally by fluke. I played a piece from, what was it there? Canada Goose, bro. Let me see here. Let me put some stuff behind on the screen. Bada boom, bada bing. And how y'all doing out there? You know what I'm saying? Big salute to the sponsors before we even get into any of this stuff here. Big salute to the sponsors, Diamond Club. I opened a can of some cans courtesy of Diamond Club. They got delivery all over Canada. All right, make sure to hit them up. All right, they got everything you need. All right, I got a pen here I'm about to puff on. Like, they are quality, and delivery. All right, delivery all over Canada, delivery across the GTA as well. Obviously, hit them up on their Instagram page, Diamond Club _Canada, or you can find them on the 7 Days of Weed website or the Leafy Things website. All right, those are the websites you can find. Other websites and stuff like that to get your piff. They'll be first on the list. All right, Diamond Club. Salute to the sponsors. I'm gonna give a salute to the another sponsor after we get through the story that got me wavy off the grabber, the hot grabber, that steaming hot grabber. You know what I'm saying? And hot grabbers. I got mad things to talk about today, and mad people to big up. We're blessed. Juicy Hamburger, what up? Jay Castro, what up? And anybody else who's in the comment gang, let yourself be seen. All right, I'm gonna be here for a while. We got some things to talk about. It's getting. Somebody said something about 2023. about this decade being mud. Who said that? That you, yeah, J Hamburger or Juicy Hamburger. Cool name. All we got is Drake and Weekend. Yo, listen, those guys, with all due respect, they're starting to get into the twilight age when it comes to the music industry. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to run it forever. You know, like, I don't really know too many 40-something-year-old rappers. Not even Jay-Z is as active as he was once upon a time, right? So there will be a time when Aubrey and Tetros fall back. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't that his name on the little series there? Tetris. I don't know. So yeah, Tory Lanez. I found this maybe about an hour ago, right when it broke. Okay. This is on NBC News. I wasn't dissing with the choice of lyrics I have here. All right, so anybody just relax. Right, that was totally fluke. Okay? Totally fluke. I swear to God, I'm not even playing. Like, I was just like, what? I looked at the post after. I'm like, you're an idiot. Oh. But listen, man. What do y'all think, man? I'm asking right now in a poll. There's 11 votes in so far. Was the judge too hard on Tory Lanez? Okay, I'm going to see if I could pull up some articles about the boy Tory. Also, there was like, they're saying in, you know, different things, different news pieces and podcasts and stuff that I've been listening to, that he had over 20 something letters talking about his character. You know, character witness letters, just saying that, you know, he's a good guy. I will tell y'all this. There was one letter from the We Love Hip Hop Network as well. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I gotta support the home team, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? If he had a slip up at one point in time, you know, we're not gonna say it's cool, but like, people slip. But as far as his character as a guy, as a person out there in the game, like, I don't think Tory's a bad person. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he has bad intentions. I know that they're trying to use some psychological evaluations and things like that, trying to say that, you know, he's traumatized. All right. So the U.S. sentenced, I'll go through this article here. This is courtesy of CBC.ca. All right. Canadian rapper Tory Lanez sentenced to 10 years for shooting that wounded Megan Thee Stallion. Megan testified during trial. Lanez fired at back of her feet. A U.S. judge sentenced Canadian rapper Tory Lanez to 10 years in prison on Tuesday for shooting and wounding hip-hop superstar Megan Thee Stallion. Los Angeles Superior Court David Hefford handed down the sentence to 31-year-old Lanez of Brampton, Ontario, who was convicted in December of 3 felonies. Assault with a semi-automatic firearm, having a loaded unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. The sentence brings the end to the dramatic trial that created a cultural firestorm in the hip-hop community, churning up issues including reluctance to black women, black victims to speak to police, gender politics in hip hop, online toxicity, protecting black women, and the ramifications of misogyny and a particular brand of misogyny black women experience. Oh, they're about to go there with this piece right there, eh? The sentence, okay, so let's see here. I don't want to read all this part. Okay, pleas for leniency. Lanez asked Hereford for mercy before the judge delivered the sentence. Lanez requested either probation or a minimal prison sentence if I could turn back the series of events that night and change them, Lanez said he would. The victim was my friend. The victim is someone I still care about to this day. He added, everything I did wrong that night, I take full responsibility for. So what is this? Did he admit that is this an admittance of guilt? Comment gang, put me on, like, you know what I'm saying? I know we get surgical when it comes to this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Is this an admission of guilt? Let's read that part again. If I could turn back the series of events that night and change them, Lanez said he would. The victim was my friend. The victim is someone I still care about to this day. He added, everything I did wrong that night, I take full responsibility. Okay. I see what you did there, Tory. I see what you did. Nice. Fabulous voice. Yeah, he didn't admit to anything. He said anything that he did wrong in that night, he takes full responsibility for. So whether it's like smashing the two things, whether it's like maybe, discharging a firearm, whatever, I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay? Okay, so what else is here? Lanez appeared stunned while the sentence was read, but he had no audible reaction. His family and fans in the courtroom also remained quiet after sentencing. Before the sentencing, Lanez's father, Sunstar Peterson, choked back tears as he talked about how the rapper's mother died when he was 11. Just days after she first showed symptoms of a rare blood disorder that would lead to her death. R.I.P. to his moms, for real. I didn't think anybody would get over that, he said. Their youngest child, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, but his music became his outlet. We don't need to go over his history here. Yeah. Nothing left to see here, gang. Oh, well, there's still an appeal. You can still appeal this, right? The original appeal that we were looking at was he was trying to get a whole new trial. Right? But with this here, now that, the chips have been laid, the other shoe has dropped, as they say. Maybe now they can start working towards the appeal process. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all saying in the comments here? Comment gang strong. And let's go back to our survey here. Okay. For the people who are just tapping in right now, Tory Lanez has been sentenced with 10 years in a federal prison there in Los Angeles. They'll probably give him 7 out of the 10. Like over here, we do 2/3 of our time. I know over there they have good behavior and different things like that over there in the States. So he might be able to get home on good behavior. There was people that were part of the people who were writing letters to the judge to show that, his character. Some of those letters were coming from. I need to turn on more lights in here. Some of those letters were coming from other inmates. 1 second, gang. Much better. Yeah, some of those letters were coming from other inmates. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that means he already got the place on lock. You know what I'm saying? But people were already, fending for him, and they're saying like, nah, man, y'all got the wrong guy, or, he's just not, he's not a jail nigga. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? As a man who's done time, not looking at 10 years, but, I was looking at some time, right? And I did my time. I wasn't a jail nigga. It wasn't like, oh, it's fine. Soft. I'm going to just be here for a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my push-ups on. You know, where's the weight room? Where's the phone? Nah, fam. I was like, nah. This. We got to do something about it. Nah, man. You start feeling that claustrophobia feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, real shit. Yeah. And listen, I'm serious about this. I'm not trying to make no jokes about this, okay? I'm sure that the man went back to his cell and bust a tear. You won't be human if you don't bust a tear after they give you 10 years. Damn, bro. What could I have done different that night? Damn. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, they'll put people on suicide watches and stuff like that when it comes to, you know, handing down those big years. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you're going to be all right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a sinking feeling once, like, the judge has finally put that gavel down and he's like, nah, bro, like, I don't believe you, fam. You need more people. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And the judge comes down with a harsh sentence. It's a sinking feeling. It's like, it's finality. You know what I'm saying? So I feel for the brother. Yeah, guilty or innocent. You know what I'm saying? I feel for the brother. Because nobody, I can't say, you know, well, yeah, I don't wish jail on nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, except for the diddlers, they can hold a jail cell. But I feel bad for him. I feel really bad for him, yo. How do y'all feel about this sentencing here, Comic Gang? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel bad for him? Did he make his own bed? This is a serious time that he's been given. A lot of people were, Redman, 10 years is light work? For who? Like, I get it. 10 years is, I can't even say 10 years is light work to like real street grind. Yo, I bust my gun every day, nigga. Like, okay. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be joking, because even the hardest core street nigga is like, damn, they gave me 10. You know what I'm saying? A thug tear drop, bro. Far less more than a nigga who's not a jail nigga. Like, Tory's not a jail guy. Okay? We haven't been known Tory Lanez to been in and out. Oh, the man can't stay out of jail. Like, what's wrong with him? You know what I'm saying? Why can't he stop busting his gun? Like, no, this is not the type of character that we've known Tory Lanez to be. Yes, he's had his 1-2 incidents in the past. We're not gonna act like he's an angel out here and he's been always the most model citizen. Okay? We're gonna keep it a thou wow around here. Okay? But at the same time, I'm not gonna name any drill rappers, but he wasn't pushing that drill edge. He wasn't one of those drill niggas like, yo, when I see you, it's on sight. No, the man singing love songs. He's, Controller. I was listening to that yesterday, the Controller remix. Controller. He burnt that Controller remix down. So, he's a lover, not a fighter. All right? He's not one of those real street Negroes. You know what I'm saying? Keep one in the head. Always. He's not one of those guys. Is he? Was I looking the other way or something? Like, did I miss something? Trust me. Comic Gang strong. What y'all saying here? Triple OG says, they make an example out of him so the rest of the Canadians that go to the US That could be a fact right there. Yeah, that's a great point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all, we heard about y'all niggas over there up there on the other side of the border. Eh? We watch We Love Hip Hop. We watch those little documentary pieces. We heard about all you guys out there who are supposed to be drill rappers. Keep that shit over there in Canada. We all were supposed to be nice. You know what I'm saying? So maybe they're like, nah, you see this guy here? He got a 10-piece. Let that be a lesson to all of y'all. Don't come around. Don't try that in a small town. All right? Get your ass right out of here. Deport you right back to Canada. Trust me. Don't try that in a small town. So yeah. Yeah, and they're going to dip him. He's going to get deported. Unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? That's, to me, and I said this before on camera, that's the hard part. It's one thing to be like, yo, I got to do this time. But after he's finished doing this time, let me stay, fam. Let me stay in the United States. Let me get my money back. I've been gone for the last 7. All right, because we're not going to say 10. We're going to say 7. I've been gone for the last 7. I spent how much money in lawyer fees? Let me cook, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me go back to 9 provinces. Jeez. Trust me. That's all we got over here. 9 provinces. You can go to all the different little towns. You know what I'm saying? You can go try it out in a small town in Saskatoon. You can go to Fort Erie. Burn down the stage in Lethbridge, Alberta and shit. You know what I'm saying? Go to Montreal for sure. Yeah. Go to Quebec City. Go to Ottawa. There's places to go. You can go to a few towns around here. You can go around and get your bags. You ain't gonna be getting no 50,000 to go do a show in Sarnia. I'm sorry. It's just not an ROI for the promoter. You know what I'm saying? However, you go do a show in Atlanta, you get 30,000 for the walkthrough. You don't even have to perform. I'm not performing. I just want 30,000 and I want all the bottles lined up. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different level. It's a different type of money that we're talking about that you're able to go and get over in the United States. Benzo Gaming LLC says he owns his catalog. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? That might be part of the reason why he's in the situation he's in right now. Just saying. But he does own his catalog, so, you know, as long as his music keeps on streaming, he'll make that money. He'll be able to make his money back 0.2 or 0.0 of a cent. You know, at a cent. He could keep on stacking those up. But it's going to be an uphill battle. Like, let me ask a different question. And I'm going to change the survey right here. Brian Shane wants to know, you think Tory is the hottest right now? That's a good question. Redman says, release that interview with Mayhem. What interview with Mayhem? Hasn't happened yet. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't think he's the hottest right now. Okay? I don't think that Tory Lanez is the hottest right now. It's the biggest story that's on your airwaves today. Okay? And for us, it's going to be a bigger deal, like I said in the beginning of this, than before with than the Americans, because we have a different kinship when it comes to Tory Lanez. However, I don't think he's the hottest thing this year. The case has been going on for so long that people started getting tired of it. They're like, oh, man, can they get this over with already? And then when they finally hit him with his convictions, they're like, oh, they're going to push back the sentencing. Like, a lot of people don't know the justice system like that. So they thought, okay, he's convicted. What? Well, how much time did he get? No, you got to wait for the sentencing. Oh, we got to wait for that? Okay, well, when's that going to happen? Next month. Oh, no, 2 months from now. So then after a while, people are like, I'm over this, man. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't become the most important rapper in the scene, even though he has the craziest case out of any rapper I've ever heard. And I'm talking about, we've heard about rappers who have driven in the other side of traffic and all types of wild stuff. You know what I'm saying? We've heard some rappers do some crazy things. But when you add superstar and superstar chick, that might take the cake right there, my guy. There was a question in here that I wanted to answer also. Oh, let me change this survey. That's what I wanted to do. And we got a whopping 36 votes here. My question was the judge too hard on Tory Lanez? Right? 86% says yes. And 14% says no. All right. So a lot of people are not happy with this verdict or this time that's been handed down. My next question I'm going to ask in the survey is, we'll call it 7 years. Okay, because you got to do 2/3 of your time. Will people care about Tory in 7 years? Okay. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Let's go. All right. Comment gang strong. Because 7 years is a stretch. Okay. I know they said 10 in the reports and stuff like that. But he'll do at least 7. Okay. And maybe he'll do 6.5. Just, because what do they call that? Good time or whatever. You know what I mean? Being a model inmate. But nonetheless, 7 years is a long time. It's a long time to not be in the scene putting out music. Well, that's not true. He does have 15 mixtapes that were pre-recorded. You heard it here first. Should I make that louder? Not loud enough? Yeah, he did record 15 mixtapes prior to the trial. I'm just saying. Just saying. Shade in the Six says, sadly, I think people will forget him. It's possible. When's the last time y'all cared about Pooh Shiesty? Y'all act like you care. But are y'all still spinning Take It Back in Blood? Come on, come lie to me right now. No, bro, I was playing that in the car yesterday. Sure you were. Sure you were. Y'all done forgot about Pooh Shiesty. The only thing y'all remember is, oh, you got the Pooh Shiesty mask. The nigga lucky that he got a mask named after him. Or y'all would have been forgot about him. Don't worry, I would have forgot about him too. I'm not innocent. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. Shit, I was just playing that the other day. You a Oh man, 4-2 Doug. They've been forgot about him. The man's been locked up for almost a year. We know this. Y'all know this, right? When they lock up 4-2 Doug? It didn't even take a whole year for y'all to be like 4-2 who? The little nigga that was kissing his son. Yo, just chill, bro. Yo, relax. Relax. This was back in May of 2022. Y'all done forgot about the boy 4-2 Dougie. How y'all do that to Doug? Huh? Hold on. They're trying to make me do something. There we go. How y'all forget about this guy right here? Weren't y'all just bumping his music? That's my favorite rapper. You a liar. There's so many rappers, like, I don't even blame y'all. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, what am I supposed to do? Just keep on listening to him until he comes home? Like, didn't you hear about this little young one just came out? Little young one shit is fire, bro. You got to hear this. Let me share that to you. You know what I'm saying? Redman said he could continue quarantine radio behind bars. You're right. He might. You know what I'm saying? Catch an institutional charge. Get the whole range or cell block rated. I think there's a phone in here. I was watching you on Instagram. All right. 7 years. Will people care after 7 years? Okay. 15 votes so far. 33% says yes. And 67% says no. Kyle Johnson says, Lane's got bear tunes. Bear tunes. He does. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Tory Lanez is not just like any other rapper out there. He's made himself a staple in the game. He's written for a lot of other people. He's an asset to the music game. Okay? And he has a plethora of material to keep people, occupied while they're awaiting his return. But I did mention he pre-recorded 15 mixtapes. Or albums or whatever. You can call them whatever these days. You know what I'm saying? So, just in case that this goes down, he prepared himself. All right? If y'all see anybody else running with that, yo, did you know Tory Lanez had 15 mixtapes? You heard it here first. All right? Don't believe them liars. All right? So he'll be time releasing them things. All right? I got a little bit of, I be hearing things. Okay? But that's confirmed. 15. You know what I'm saying? So he was in there rapping his heart out, singing his heart out, getting ready for this case. Like, yo, if they give me anywhere near 10, I'm putting out 2 mixtapes a year. Redman, don't worry about my source. My sources are tight. Come on, fam. I ain't gonna just come out here and just fake news this microphone up. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do out here. Breaking news, Rick. So there will be some music to keep you warm in the summer. Chilling in the summer, warm in the winter. You know what I'm saying? If you got 10 years and there's 15 mixtapes, you take 15 divided by 2. That's 7. All right? 7 years. Let's say, I remember I said 7, right? 2 mixtapes a year, maybe even 3 on 1 year. And you're blessed. You know what I'm saying? It's like he wasn't even gone. Wait a minute, didn't he just drop a mixtape last 2 months ago? Yeah, he got another one on the way. Right? I'm just saying. If you got 15 mixtapes pre-recorded, you know what I'm going. You not that you're expecting to get time, but just in case, I did it too. Don't worry. I was looking at my little whatever piece, I don't know, 3.5 or whatever that I was looking at. And I was in that studio every day. My resident. I was going off. Rapping my little heart out. Catch me on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Just in case it was going to be gone for a while. Like, I listen, big salute to Trader Rhyme Animal. I put out a mixtape while I was gone. I wasn't even gone that long. Trust me. So I don't blame him. Yeah, man, record friggin' 20 of those. Listen, that's what I heard at the time. He might have more. Holy. Run, go tell akademiks that, yo. I've been on that. You know what I'm saying? AGB, what up? Yeah, man. So he's prepared. He's prepared for the long run. He's prepared for the long haul. Okay? Y'all will have music from the boy Tory. Like I said, 1 for the summer, 1 for the winter, and maybe 3 in 1 year. 7, he's right out. Boom, give you fresh new material first day out. Come on, fam. Y'all might want to change your answer on the survey right here now. Now you know that. I'm just saying. What does it say here? 19 votes so far. 37% says yes. And the question is, will people care about Tory in 7 years? All right. 37% says yes, and 65%. Ooh, it's changing. Hold on. 35% says yes, and 65% says no. They ain't gonna give a shit. T-Dot says Friday fake. Yeah. I don't know about that, bro, but listen, you're entitled to your opinion, fam. I ain't mad at you. Not everybody gonna like it. But I came to speak the truth to the young black youth. All right? Yo, Benzo Gaming. This guy has the comment of the night. Benzo Gaming LLC says first mixtape will be called Megalodon. Yeah. You gotta chill, bro. If he did that, holy, I'm copping. Run that again. Oh, man. But listen, man. Salute to Tory Lanez. Okay? Hold your head. It's not over till it's over. Okay? We're still here, Tory. We're still here from the home team. We'll be reporting back in when there's an appeal process, when the appeal process goes down. Okay? I know people are like, the chapter is over. This is the final chapter on the Tory Lanez case. No. He's going to appeal that. Now, if they say, nah, man, you got to stay, bro. We're not hearing that appeal shit. Get out of here. Appeal denied. Now it's going to be like, all right, well, let's just wait it out now. But I'm sure they're feeling the same way. They're like, hold on. Appeal that. You know what I'm saying? We all do it. We all want, appeal that, man. Nah, man. Even niggas could kill 4 people. They'd be like, nah, man, appeal that shit, bro. I'm innocent. I'm not saying this is Tory. I'm just saying it'd be like that. You have the right to appeal. But hold your head, Tory Lanez, man. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real. Okay. I want to give a quick salute also to Hot Grabbers. They gave me a big ass couple bags of grabber. You know what I'm saying? You can hit them up on their website. Hot Grabbers, that's with 2 B's and a Z.com. All right. They got some fire grabber. Holy, bro. And steaming hot grabber. Bada boom, bada bing. What is that? They gave me the care package here. Holy, hold on. Hold the phone. They gave me the care package here. What's in here? Red Rose. I'm currently smoking on something with some peanut butter grabber. You know what I'm saying? Peanut butter. Everything. All types of. They got super shakers. The super shaker. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Trust me. Hit them up on their Instagram page, Steamin' Hot Grabber, all correctly spelled, or you can find them on their website as well. All right, steaminhotgrabber.com. Okay, there's a couple of things that I wanted to bring to y'all attention. We had a good Caribana weekend, or I felt we had a good Caribana weekend. It was effery free for the most part. Oh, hold on. Let me get to the survey here before I move on to my next story. Survey I have here. Will people care about Tory Lanez in 7 years? 23 votes. 39% says no. 39% says yes. And 61% says nope. All right. Let's move on. Yeah, Caribana had a few little things that were going on that weren't as savory as everybody's seen on the outside. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, it was a safe weekend. We're not going to act like it was one of them shoot 'em up pow weekends that we've had in the past. We did good this year. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. What is this page here? West End Made. Let me find this here. But there was a few effery moments. There was a shooting that happened over by Bathurst and Lakeshore. That is away from the Caribana grounds, okay? Let's not make that like, oh, you know, that was, no, they were right there. No. Bathurst was down the street. So we're not going to come and put that in the same category as Caribana. Let me see if I can find something here from that. Okay, so this is something I found here. I might have to mute the audio because we ain't playing them kind of games today. And they'll even slap you with a Calypso copyright. I ain't trying to play those Calypso copyrights, man. Been there, done that. Why can't we have anything, man? Look at this. So basically, everybody's just stomping down the barricade that was. Jeez, Murphy. So this is Ontario Place. Yo, this nigga's running under the fence. Niggas.
You can't hold him back no more. Yeah,
you can't hold him back no more, man.
We are here to play a mass. Come across. Yeah.
You know why this is happening, right? You know why this is happening? Because they set up so much barricades in comparison to when we were young bucks, young lads. And I can't speak for everybody because I know we have a lot of young people in the audience as well. But for the people who are 35 and up, okay, you guys remember a Caribana once upon a time where you're like right up next to the floats, you're walking up on a thing, and you had a great old time, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're young, you're like, yo. However, okay, trigger warning, somebody went under one of them tires one year, and that wasn't a good look, okay? them trucks be moving down. You see these trucks right here, they're moving down the lakeshore. They're not flying. They're moving slowly. So that's even worse. You get caught under there, you're like, ah! It's graphic. I want to go too deep into it. Pause. But like, it can get crazy. So that happens. So this is why they set up stuff like this now.
You can't hold them back no more, security. It's okay.
You can't hold them back, man.
You're not getting paid enough for this. It's okay.
You can't hold them back, boy.
It's okay.
Right? This is why you see stuff like this. In addition, the area where they are right now, in the exhibition place area, right where I guess the floats go down and then they start doing a little turn around in that area, you have to pay. Okay? You have to pay. It costs money to go in that area now.
1, 2, 1, 2. It's okay. The next mic good? Yeah.
But once upon a time, it used to be free. We used to be able to just all come down to the lake shore, enjoy Caribana. There wasn't no fees. The only thing that you had to pay for is to get a nice food on the side there, from any of the, local vendors, right? You make sure you have cash because we don't do that ATM debit thing, man. Right? But now, you got to go on the website, to the Scotia Bank website, get your tickets ahead of time. Nah. We ain't doing that. Hold on. Copyright. We're not doing that. How much does it cost to get into there? Nah. Not doing it. Not doing it. Listen, I'm not condoning any of any of this, okay? It's wrong, guys. You're wrong. You're wrong. Bad. But at the same time, I'm not going to be like, listen, how could you? Oh my God. You didn't give the Scotia Bank more money? How could you? Oh my God. Right? And I understand this money goes to the Caribana Foundation and everything like that. So the people from the Caribana people don't come for me. All right. I understand. I get it. But it's just not the type of vibe that people aren't trying to deal with. And like, this is why you get these type of results. Look, hold on. Let me refresh this. Because I seen somebody who had a few too many burgers. He came running right through. He was running like Ben Johnson. Wait for it. Wait for him. He's got a bucket hat. You're going to see him in a second. Look at this guy right here. He's running. Yo. And then this guy right here with the bucket hat. Y'all see what I'm this guy right there, right above my head. I see everything. He's like, oh shit, it's lit. Yo. Oh man. Comment gang. Are y'all messing with this? Or is it like, nah, man, this y'all wrong, man. Yo, you're messing it up. Yo, chill. You're in front of white people. Shit, chill. You know what I'm saying? Franklin Fritz just said, that's me back in 98. Facts. What's this gate doing here? Boom. There's a hole in the gate. Everybody, let's go. Trust me, fam. Like, everybody's drunk. You know, like, if you ain't control the situation, if you can't keep a hand on the situation when you got 1 million plus niggas in the building, that's your fault. Okay? Like I said, I'll say again, I don't condone of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to tell anybody to break any laws or anything. We're not doing that around here. But if you didn't take all of the measures to make sure that niggas ain't nigging, then that's your problem. We going in for free. I'm sorry. Listen, if I was there running, like when that was happening, I would have been right there on top of that float right there. You know what I'm saying? Right on the top of the float. Walking up. Going on bad.
You can't hold them back no more, security. It's okay.
It's
You're not
okay,
getting paid
man.
enough for this. It's okay.
You're not getting paid enough,
okay.
bro. It's fine, bro. Just let them go through. Let the youth live, like Dusty says. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just want to bring that to y'all attention quick. Like, it wasn't just all rosy daisies and stuff like. And this is light. This happens every year. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, there was just the one little incident that happened. There was a lot of people that were in town that weekend showing love, doing a thing. Dave East was in town that weekend as well. He said that he couldn't make it to his Oshawa show. He said, "Oh, it's just too much traffic, son. Oh, it's too much traffic." Cap. There's too much traffic, B. I can't make it over there, yo. I can't make it, Sorry, Oshawa. Sorry.
Always street top out. You already know. Yeah. Always street top out. You already know.
Tristan Demon Thompson was in town. Right? That's what he had to say. Right? That's for you. Who's this in the comment? Sim, that's for you, bro. He said free the GGs. Right? I thought you might want to see that right there. It said UK to Toronto. You in the UK? Salute. But yeah, it was a for the most part though, I ain't gonna complain. It was a great Caribana weekend. If that was like the most wildest thing that happened, and the one shooting incident that was far away from the Caribana grounds, that had nothing to do with it at any time because it was later on in the evening, and I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Carabanas where six shootings went on in one day, not in one from the morning to the nighttime. I'm talking about in the afternoon from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. 6 times are running. 6 times, crowds are running towards us. Okay, we'll just line up on a tree because you don't want to get trampled. 6 times in one day. That was the record. I was like, holy, should we even be here? What the hell? This is like 2006? I was like, God damn. Can't we all just get along? But that was the last time that it was like that sticky, you know what I'm saying? To me, like these new age kids, like they say a lot, but a lot of the stuff they say is online. The real shatas, the real steppers, they ain't trying to come all the way downtown for all that, bro. I gotta come downtown. I gotta get the rest of the crew together just to go, just in case we see one of the ops. How many convoys of cars just to go down? Come on, bro. We ain't doing all that. You know what I'm saying? Am I wrong, gang? I know there's steppers that are obviously in the building. This is a numbers thing. But I'm saying like really like niggas who got real beef, who really, really got to look over their shoulders. They're like, bro, I'm going to skip Caribana. I'm off that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to really get that kind of energy over there on the lake shore. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everybody who went out there, and hope you had a safe weekend. I got something else for y'all here. Salute to the boy WhyG. Road to Success, what up? I was having some flashbacks. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Yeah, man. Some good old days, bro. That's when your boy Friday was out there just drinking 40s, acting stupid. Whole bottle of OE to the head. WhyG gets KO'd while sparring. Okay? So trigger warning. There may be some violent content that you're about to see here. And salute to WhyG. This is not no way to clown him. I commend him. Okay? The fact that this is out means that WhyG himself let this out. It's not leaked. You know what I'm saying? The man's running in some gym just trying to film him from the back pause. Okay? Nigga was probably like, this is light, bro. Show that, bro. I'm human. This is courtesy of the Hotspot TV. No audio available. Don't do that. Hold on, let me. Yo, he laid that nigga out. Holy, that's crazy. Yeah, no audio available. So yeah, they're going. Oh, he was moving too much. Look, he was moving too much. The too much to the side, too much side to side, man. You have to keep your hands up. Yo, 35, you got to keep your hands up, bro. Chin down. Watch this guy. Chris Sky is in the comments for real. What a pum-pum hole. No comment. Shut up, bro. It's the best day of his life. You know what I'm saying? Chris Sky busted a nut when he saw that. Pause. It's like, yeah, that's what I would have done to you, bro. No, you wouldn't. Stop lying. Slapped him. Damn. Slapped the nigga, bro. No, don't say that, bro. The niggas be clipping this content, fam. Don't do that to me, fam. Billionaire, chill. Said Friday, low-key roasting Trey 5. No, fam. The fact that he's confident in himself, that he would let this video go out, and, bro, that means, yo, this nigga who's in the sparring ring, he might be able to do that to him, but don't let you niggas think that you can get cute with him. You know what I'm saying? YG come give you a friggin' cross kick to the friggin' brain. Put you to sleep. I commend him doing this because this will keep him from having to pull out the thing. You know what I'm saying? Give you one of these that he got the other day. He only had, no burner charge. You know what I'm saying? Now my legs and my arms are lethal weapons. Play with that, bro. I don't got to pull out shit. Hold these. Whoppa. You know what I'm saying? I hit harder than the gun. And you get to wake up. Come on, fam. Let the man cook, bro. Let the youths live. Salute to YG, man. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? I mess with YG heavy, man. I think that any of you all should, I'm speaking like I go to the gym and do all of this type of training. I commend it though. I recommend it. I say, yo, you know, if YG could do it, you could do it too. You know what I'm saying? Go take what is he doing? Is he do what kind of things? I know this is obviously he's doing some kind of MMA thing, but like what kind of, is he doing Muay Thai? Is it karate? Kung Fu? He was Kung Fu fighting. Ding 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 ding. And was fast as lightning. Ding 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 ding. Kickboxing? There was Kung Fu fighting. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, Benzo came again with the uppercut. Benzo, holy! He's applying. Benzo Gaming LLC says he's applying for his snow mattress commercial. Jeez. No, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? Sleep Country, Canada. Why buy a mattress anywhere else? Okay, let me stop now. Now I'm going to stop. Before these niggas DM me like, broski, what are you talking about? Yo, bro, you don't get a kickbox to your head, bro. You know YG can get. You know what I'm saying? You think you're funny? Hit you with that gung fu. But yeah, man, salute to YG. Like I said, I big up the bravery, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're a real one for like just going out there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna show y'all how I get down when I'm not out there rapping and, buying clothes and smashing chicks and whatever YG does in his spare time, fam. You know what I'm saying? YG to me lives an interesting life. He's like that dude there from the DeSantis commercial, the most interesting man in the world. Trust me. Big up to YG. I want to take it down to the States for a quick second. Okay. Have y'all ever heard of a rapper by the name of Ugly God? Okay. He's a meme rapper. I have this titled here, Ugly God, from meme rap to murder. Okay. Sorry. From meme rap to murder. So let's look him up. Ugly God. So that's him right there. This is what he looks like. This is his face. He's doing this. It's not a gang sign. He's a meme rapper. You know what I mean? He came in that time there, 2016, 2017. Raps that are really about nothing. I don't know how we could define meme rap. Maybe we could find that out first before we delve into what I want to call him God, Mr. Ugly did. So let's see what meme rap is. Satirical hip hop, meme rap. Okay, also referred to ironic rap or meme rap, refers to a subgenre of hip hop that is created to the intentions of becoming viral, normally as a parody of popular genres like trap music, but with lo-fi production, simplistic music videos, and lazy rhymes, and unintentionally stereotypical lyrics. The satirical nature of the ironic rap song is often intentionally left out of its title, cover image, or description in order to catch listeners by surprise. So I guess it's like, I'm going to shoot you in the head with 100 guns. Like, no, you won't. You come from the suburbs. You know what I'm saying? I got out of my gold Tesla, fucking your bitch in the ass. Right? It's like just super outrageous. There's no way that I could really be doing this. I'm just Ugly God. Okay? However, Ugly God, and let's look him up. Now, he's been convicted, or not convicted. He's not convicted of anything. But there's people in his town that are accusing him, not the police, but people in his town that are saying, bro, you murked your best friend's dad. Did y'all know about this? Are y'all aware of this? I know y'all don't just keep up with Canadian stuff. Obviously, you keep up with American stuff too. So, you know what I mean? If you keep up with the hip hop and the hip of the hop of the, hold on, where is this shit? I just had it in front of me. All right. Then you know about what's going on with Ugly God. Rapper Ugly God has been accused of being responsible for the M of his best friend's father. He is being accused by a relative of the relative of the deceased. The Mississippi native has been labeled as the gunman in a June 2020, and this happened back in June. Okay, June 2023 shooting of 50-year-old Ronaldo DeValde, who passed away in Gulfport, Mississippi, from multiple gunshot wounds. A supposed relative of DeValde, who goes by the name of Taishai on social media, named Ugly God born Royce Cornell Davison Rodriguez as the shooter in a series of posts in her TikTok account. A woman writing from the point of view of the deceased claimed that he that the murder of Devalde stemmed from an argument the night prior to the shooting between Devalde's wife, Safina Dabdo, and Ugly God's mom, Rhonda Reese. This Ugly God, he's got the pink headband on, looking sassy. Okay, he's got the purse or the Merks. You know what I mean? 25 years in a side bag. Or what is it? 5 years in a side bag. Right there. His name, Ronaldo Buggy. Okay, so here's the post. Hi, my name is Ronaldo Buggy Devalde. She captained in one of the multiple TikTok, which included footage of Devalde's funeral service. I was a 50-year-old when I was murdered by my son's best friend on June 29, 2023, the post began. At the home I live with his mother and my wife and 2 sons. There was an argument that night before that included his sorry. Let me get that better. There was an argument the night before that included his mom, Rhonda Reese, and Safina Debo, my wife, whom stood by and was present at the whole shooting. Now it continued. After the argument the night before, I removed all my clothes and was proceeding on with my life. I was lured back to the house the next day by telling me my 11-year-old was being put out. I knew I was in danger going in there. Sorry, my bad. I knew I was in danger going in there, so I did not get out the car at all. I felt the danger and tried to avoid it. I spoke to Royce, the ugly god, sitting in the front of the house in my car, where my mother later walked out to throw her gasoline on the situation. Or where his mother, my bad. After I thought the conversation was over, I was leaving. I was pulling off in my car. And keep in mind, this is from the perspective of the deceased, right? This is his daughter posting, pretending to be him, saying, this is what happened to me. This is how I died. Okay? I was pulling off in my car where he shot me 4 times in the face. I never seen it coming. Okay? So the family has been going at Ugly God, and apparently Ugly God, according to police, Devalde was found dead inside of the vehicle after they responded to the report of a shooting, but they were unable to arrive in time to help the victim. Police Chief Adam Cooper told the media that Ugly God is best known. So he's home. Okay, he's been home. Apparently, he has I think his dad or something like that has some connects over there with the police, right? With the Mississippi police in that area. So he was able to touch road immediately. I don't even think he was charged. You know what I'm saying? And I know that they have stand your ground laws and different things like that. But like from this thing here, like Ugly God hasn't been arrested. All right. Let me see. Let me make sure here in the article. So proposed to tell the okay, so here it says right here. So according to police, Devalde was found dead inside his vehicle after the response to reports of the shooting, but were unable to arrive in time. I read that part already. Police Chief Adam Cooper told the media that the suspect has been taken into custody in connection with the murder, but released no further details regarding the investigation. So they released him. Just like that. Okay? Now, big salute to akademiks, because he's the one who broke the story for me. He spoke to Ugly God years ago. I watched that interview actually on Everyday Struggle, and he also spoke with him on his own podcast, the Off the Record podcast. And Ugly God just seemed like a happy-go-lucky guy. You know what I'm saying? But listen, I don't know the whole intricacies of what's going on with this. This is a lot of back and forth that has been going on online with an account that supposedly was Ugly God's account, and he was talking tough. Last words was okay. So here's some post here. Let me see if we can find this on Twitter, aka X. So this is okay. So this is the Taishia girl. Okay, yo, we're not getting the copyrights here. We're not doing that. We ain't doing that. Let's bring this back over here. What does this have to say? Let's turn the music off. Jesus Christ. So that's the dude that passed. What does that post say? Let me bring this closer here. My music career was dead, so I shot my best friend's dad while he was driving away. He never saw it coming. What kind of clout can I get for that? Or what kind of clout can I get for? Yeah, I guess that's what it says on the bottom. Hashtag Ugly God. So they've been going hard in the paint at this guy. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. I guess that's where they found him. Jesus, Murphy. Royce claims self-defense, but this man really practically raised you. Jesus. Poor guy. I wonder if Ugly God was like out here thugging. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot to this story that hasn't been revealed. You know what I'm saying? I feel that like there's a lot of holes in the story when it comes to this, because like I said, he got out immediately because he's got some connects. He's got, you know, I think his dad knows some people over there at the station. So he didn't even have to touch the pen or touch the jail cell like that. He was just in and out. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even get no orange jumper, nothing. They were just like, oh, no. Ooh, what? No. He's good. But that also could be a testament to the victim, on the RIP to the victim and condolences to the family. But I don't know what happened. There could have been a huge fight that went down. Somebody's life could have been in danger. And Ugly God had to pull out the blicky and send him to his maker. You know what I'm saying? So until they actually release more information, which I think I'm going to do a little documentary piece on this guy, Ugly God, because maybe I won't. He doesn't seem that interesting now when I say it out loud. I was thinking it in my head because I'm like, how is this like happy-go-lucky meme rapper out here laying out, like catching bodies? Like, for real? This guy? With the pink headband? No way. Entertainment said, tryna in a small town. Peace, love, what up? Yeah. They're all in a small town having this kind of wildness. Listen, there is something that I would like to talk about, but I'm not even going to bring it up here on the screen because, to be honest, like, we could talk about that small town stuff that happened over there in Alabama. Right? But, we ain't even trying to get no demonetization after they show all that kind of whooping assery. You know what I'm saying? But listen, Ugly God, I can't even say salute to you, broski, because if you murked this person and you know you were wrong and you just got off pause because like you got some connections, then bun you, bro. Like you took these people's father from them. You know what I'm saying? But you know, if the man was doing some heinous things and we just don't know, because like I said, we don't have all the information, then salute to you, bro. You caught a free one, as people say. I don't say this. I think that's oh, you caught a free body. Like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Well, kind of ugh. But you caught a free body, bro. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving, bro. Go do some more rap songs and maybe do some other than meme rap. Come back with some new shit, bro. I'm not gonna say we miss you, but you're kind of irrelevant, bro. Like, this is the most relevant thing that you've done is catch a body in the longest time. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Find something to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna cover that Alabama beatdown. Okay, I'm not gonna bring that up on the screen. Should I? What time are we working with here? Because right now, I just know if I show that type of debauchery on the screen right now, it's just going to be a problem. So I might stay away from that. You know what I'm saying? But I put that up on my Instagram page. Right? Salute to the swimmer. Okay? He came through. Mermain. All right. I heard another good one. Scuba Gooding Jr. That one had me rolling. That one is hilarious. All right. Yeah, man. We can't be taking on, you can't be out here trying to think that you could just beat down the black man and, you know what I mean? Niggas are just going to look. If the man just watch and then do anything, then they be pussy. Nah, fam. What are you doing to that dude over there? Nah, I don't even care if he's wrong. Nah. We out here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas swimming into the shore. We out here. Trust me. Salute to them. But I do have one more thing I did want to cover here, quick, fast. And then I'll get out of here. I had a rant the other day. Drake. Big salute to the Steady Mobbing podcast crew. You know what I'm saying? Man, like the Shot Review, aka Glory, Black Mob, aka Pause Time. That nigga got the most pause-worthy quotes that a podcaster could have. You know what I'm saying? That's my broski right there. Salute to Black Mob. But I did an episode. They did an episode with us not too long ago, but I did do an episode with them before that. And I forgot about how many rants that I had in that episode. I'd be ranting Ricky Dread. You know what I'm saying? And there was a couple of things that they posted, or there was one thing they posted from it that I was like, I said that? And I want to know if y'all agree with this. Jake and Tory and those guys are so huge. Hold on. Rewind. Drake and Tory and those guys are so... Y'all saying this? 1 second. Huge, pause, is because they don't sound like nobody else, fam. Even when Drake, quote unquote, culture vultures other people's sounds, when his voice cuts into the track, I hope this beat is a copyright free beat, man. Don't do that to me, broski. Don't do it. No, that's Drake. Combination. No, that's him. I can't say the same for all the rest of these guys.
I'm not the clone. You're the clone.
The man from OVO came in with that underwater beat sound and everything like that, and then Bryson Tiller and everybody started riding. He's going in the tune, right? Everybody started biting their sound. There was a minute where everybody was doing that OVO 40 sound. They didn't follow a trend. They created a trend.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Reason that. So, I'm going to bring that question to you guys. Why do you guys think that Toronto rappers haven't reached that level yet? Okay. We can definitely hear the Atlanta sound. We can identify what would you call that? The Detroit sound, that offbeat, on-beat rap. You know what I'm saying? We can definitely identify what a West Coast flow is, right? Even a West Coast beat from back in the days that, you know what I'm saying? You hear that in the beat and you're like, oh, that's that West Coast shit. Yeah. Right? So what what can we do? What do we have? Do we have a sound? You know what I'm saying? Or do we have an accent over other people's sounds? Like, I get it. There's a lot of original sounding rappers out here. Okay, don't get me wrong. There's people who stand out from the pack. But I'm talking about on average. As a person who gets a lot of music submissions, do we have our own sound, or do we just have our own accents over other people's sounds? Okay? Like, I've heard a lot of people send me Detroit beats, and they're just rapping saying Wagwan and the man them over that. Okay? That's not having your own sound. That's you rapping over their shit or remixing one of their songs, and you just sound like you. Right? Or, and I'm not even going to diss the auto-tune guys, because there's a lot of good people who rap with auto-tune on their voice and stuff. I'm cool with it. However, it doesn't make you really separate from the pack. So if you are doing that, you better be doing wonderful things with those vocals, dancing on them beats with them flows to really separate yourself if you're going to be an auto-tune rapper. And there's a lot of those out here. So what I was saying in my rant there, ranting Ricky Dread, is that when those guys, and I know you guys would be like, yo, that's the OVO lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go again. Friday glazing dread. Ha ha. No, I made that one up. You know what I'm saying? But them mans, when they came through, they came with their own sound. You know what I'm saying? Drake didn't forward to the music industry by himself. He bought the homie 40 with him. He bought Boy Wonder with him. You know what I'm saying? So when they decided to go and create music, they created a whole sound. When they did the So Far Gone album, that was a whole sound that they created. It wasn't just, oh, listen to this guy who can rap. It was like, listen to this guy who can rap. Listen to this backdrop of that Toronto aura, you know, that dark, mysterious type of thing that like a lot of people jumped on that wave of. Okay? Especially back in those, that early 2010s times, niggas was jumping on the wave. This may be the reason why that motherfucker's so popular to this day. Because he didn't just come through and be like, oh, I'm a good rapper, I'm a better rapper than the rest of you guys. Nah, bro. It was the production. It was the team behind him. Okay, it was the combination. Okay. Salute to, somebody said Press Machine Friday. Press Machine is sick. He's got his own sound. He's got a distinct voice. You know when you hear Press Machine cut through on the track. But if Press had a one go-to producer or a couple of producers that can create that aura, like 40 is the main go-to guy. Okay, besides just, he doesn't make all the beats, but he marries the whole product together. You know what I'm saying? What songs, the song orders, the interludes, and those little extra beats that pop up at the end of the different things, and you know what I mean? He be putting his foot in it, as well as behind there making sure everything sounds super crisp. But that all helps to create the sound. You know what I'm saying? When he goes to Boy Wonder and gets one of those, let me get in my bag and just be brolic and, you know, give me a faster BPM beat, then it's go time. You know what I'm saying? But those guys created a sound together where now when you hear it, it was like, oh, that was the OVO sound. You know what I'm saying? It's Matt Alexander says Drake and Tory don't miss when they drop music. You can't tell they're from Toronto. That's why I think Americans take to them well. That's a possibility too. It's just that, like, when we lean into that narrative, to me it breeds don't be yourself. But I do understand what you're saying when you guys say that. You know what I'm saying? Because Drake, people say he's a chameleon, Ray Tay Tay. But he didn't just come through sounding like combination. You know what I'm saying? More tune for your head top, so watch how you speak on my name, scene. He didn't start all that. Okay? He was Houston, Vega, what was that song there? Houston, Lana, Vega, Drake, or whatever. He was worst behavior. You weren't hearing none of that. Yo. What's going on with the dogs, them? He wasn't chatting, no. He wasn't even using the words chatting. You know what I'm saying? He had to take time and really, really get the American public's attention. And I'm not saying for the Toronto rap, be yourself, because now he walked so that now y'all niggas could run. Because now everybody in Toronto, they have an audience. They have people over here who are in tune to the Toronto music, who look at these guys like superstars. Like, oh my God, I met Casper yesterday. Holy shit. Ah! Right? Besides the other guy who was talking about Casper and they had to get the little 1-2s. Right? Salute to Casper. But when people see them guys on the road, now they're like, yo, that's a superstar. Right? And, these guys are completely being themselves, rapping in their own accent. That is one person I would say that they have their own sound. Okay? Let's stop right there. Casper and K Money and them, they got their own sound. You know what I'm saying? Like when you hear the beats, especially like that 2017, 2018 times, they had a certain tempo, a certain bop on the beats that made you feel like doing the little gun dance that they had there. They found that little tempo and they were like, give me all of the beats that are in that pack. Only give me those tempos. You know what I'm saying? So, one second, gang. Yeah, so there is at least one, I could say at least for those guys, they came with the beat and the flow. You know what I'm saying? They got who is it? Who's this in the comments saying? Peace Love says Moji with the dance moves. You know what? Smoke Dogg and those guys had a sound too. Right? But they also were, and with all due respect, they were also riding the wave of the different sounds that were coming out at that time. You know what I'm saying? But when it came to Drake over the years, I almost lost focus. I was going to say, when it came to Drake over the years, he didn't start giving you the Wagwan, yo, the man them, and what was one of the first lines that I heard him say where I was like, what? Mans are getting wasi and something. And I said, wait a minute. Americans are not going to understand those types of lingos, bro. And that's when I realized, now he don't care no more. He got him already. And that was after Nothing Was the Same. Anything post Nothing Was the Same, and y'all can, as the OVO lawyer, invisible lawyer, whatever, y'all can go back in the catalog and go and check. Anything prior to that, you weren't hearing no accents. None of them chats and none of that type of thing. You know what I'm saying? The most he may do, because he did the Find Your Love, and he had reggae tunes, but he wasn't trying to rap with any type of Toronto slang until after Nothing Was the Same. And then he dropped 0 to 100 real quick. And then on that song, that's when you started to hear him start to, say 1, 2 little things that we say in our accent over here. And then from there, the floodgates were open. He dropped the Views album. The man was on top of the CN Tower. He said, this one's going to be for the city. And then from there, he was really digging into, like, this is what Toronto is. Like, Western Road flows, all that type ish. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like right away in your face, pause. It was like, got to seep that Toronto-ish in there. When Carnell first came through, it was like, no. Cardi slang. It was like heavy Caribbean influence. So I don't know if the Americans were ready to really take that in yet. They were like, it's a little bit too much. You know what I'm saying? Is it reggae? Is it hip hop? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? When he caught the Dangerous track, he was out of here. You know what I'm saying? It had a certain bop to it. But the other stuff, we loved it. Okay? Hustling, all that stuff, we love that. But for the Americans, it's like, I don't know. I can't understand all the reggae stuff already. Reggae doesn't completely translate to all areas of the United States like that. To take that and really blend that with the hip hop and then push it to the Americans, it's a tall order, guys. I'm just saying. Like, if we really want to backtrack and really examine it, you're asking them to take Elephant Man and Busta Rhymes in one. Like, Busta Rhymes wasn't even giving you that much patois as a Jamaican American. You know what I'm saying? So you got to kind of seep that into their mind. It can't be a right away. No, take all this. Yo, wagwan, yo, it's curry chicken. Yo, wagwan, yo, oxtail. They'd be like, what? Nigga, what? I'm from Alabama, nigga. What? So those guys had the perfect game plan when they first came through. And after that, they did, start to really show the Canadian culture, show how we talk over here. And we have a mix of the Caribbean culture and the Marleys. Like he couldn't just say Marleys from the first album. They'll be like, who are these guys talking about? Who is this Drake guy, this light-skinned guy trying to talk out all this slang? Get him out of here. The best I ever had. He had to like sneak in. Somebody told me in a survey I did the other day. I might be able to pull up that little piece of the survey. He said he didn't know that Tory Lanez, right? The person who's in the title of this video, he said he didn't even know Tory Lanez was from here until years later. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like an immediate, that guy Tory Lanez from Canada. Nah, it was like, he's from Canada? For real? Oh, cool. I kind of like him. Right? So there's a process to this. But yeah, man, I just wanted to bring that to y'all attention. I had my little rant sometimes here and there when it comes to getting on these interviews, you know what I'm saying? And big salute to the guys from the Steady Mobbin podcast once again. I was very pleasantly surprised to see that clip. Where is the clip again? Just so y'all have a little bit of reference. Drake and Tory and those guys are so floating around in these airwaves, you know what I'm saying? So salute to that man there. I think that we may have it here. Let me double check, make sure I got all my topics. I wrote down some topics, so I made sure that we had everything covered today. You know what I'm saying? I knew that verdict was going to be coming down as far as with this sentencing of Tory Lanez and how many years that he was going to be getting. And unfortunately, they gave him 10, gang. You know what I'm saying? We can start counting down the days until his return at this point. You know what I'm saying? But salute to the comment gang strong. All right. Salute to Tory Lanez and his whole family once again. Okay. Hold your head, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all in the beginning of this, I was one of the, I don't know how many letters, 20 something letters. I sent a letter in too, like saying like, nah, man, not say, don't lock him up, thugs up for you. No, I said from my times being around him from back in the days when he was like Tory Lanez with the wood chains, you know what I'm saying? The bead chains and stuff like that. That Tory Lanez, like that early 2000s Tory Lanez guy, like he was a good kid. You know what I'm saying? So hold your head, Tory Lanez. And like I said, you got a bunch of mixtapes that you'll start seeing time release just now. So yeah, man. And hopefully he'll beat his appeal. You know what I'm saying? But we'll be back in a few days. And we might be taking a week off next week from regular podcast pre-recorded episodes. But I'll keep you guys updated on that. You know what I'm saying? We're getting near the end of the summer. The boy Friday, need a little time to go take some time off and chill. But we'll be keeping y'all updated with lives and all that type of stuff as usual. But I'll keep you guys updated on if we're gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? But until then.